Oh.
Good morning, good evening, wherever you are across the nation and around the world. This is Deja Brew, waking you up to truth, one drip at a time. And today on Beyond the Veil, we are doing predictions for the next 3 months. And before we begin, I just want to say, first of all, Jen can't be with us and we will miss her today, but I do have a video of hers to share. And I am offering a new class so that you too can learn how to do what we do here. If you're interested in that, it will be on the website and it is also called Beyond the Veil Training. So there's that part. Now I want to do a share screen to share Jen's video. Let me know when you can see that, please. It's there? All right. Let me know if you can hear it.
No sound.
No sound. Okay. Let me go back. Sometimes it doesn't want to cooperate properly. Okay. Let's try it.
Hello, everybody. So for the predictions, I did this on the 9th of February. I saw another huge Epstein file dump with new names. Like, we already know about Bill Gates, Prince Andrew, those people, but I feel like we're going to get another dump that's going to have people that we haven't really heard named before. I'm thinking it's going to be mid-March, and I feel like there's going to be 2 more by the end of the year. I saw an image of an old government room, like a Congress type of room filled with politicians. I saw it crumble, shake, and then implode. Then it disappeared, and I heard the beginning of government's collapsing. That ought to be exciting. I asked what else I needed to know, and I felt an earthquake. I felt it within my body. Then I heard the number 2, and I feel like this means there's going to be 2 big ones. I saw Bill Gates and Fauci with, I saw their face with big red X's on them, like being X'd out. And the last thing I saw an image of light bodies. No, sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. Imagine that. I saw an image of light bulbs going off. I feel like the people who are not awake are about to have that moment of realization, and they can see the truth of what's really going on. I can't wait to see what you guys got later.
Interesting. You saw 2 big earthquakes. Okay. Just a yay or nay. How many of you also saw earthquakes or earth changes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Becky, what about you?
I did not see earthquakes, but definite earth changes.
Okay. Well, very interesting. All right. Missy, you're going to be up next.
Get this microphone on. Okay, so I had major earth changes, like a mega quake that's going to affect Taiwan, Indonesia, Japan, and even later on, California. I've seen political upheaval, out with the old, in with the new, people being held accountable for the heinous crimes that they've committed. I also see major shifts in weather patterns, massive flooding, or excessive heat. Sea levels going to change. Those islands are going to rise. Islands are going to fall because of the polar shift and ice caps melting. And I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna leave on a good note. This isn't exactly. I don't see this happening in our projected time period, but sometime this year, there's going to be major health scares for King Charles and Putin. So just pay attention later on in the year to see if that happens. But on a positive note, I've seen vibrational shifts. I've seen people like leaving their jobs, just leaving the old vibration behind and going into a new, higher vibration, doing what fulfills them and makes the planet's vibration higher. So that's what I've got.
Wow. I love those two.
Yeah, very interesting.
Uh-huh.
Very interesting. Okay, Becky, do you want to go next?
Okay. Some of mine were a lot like Missy's, where it went further into just the next couple of months, which I hope that's okay.
Yeah.
Definitely 2, possibly 3 new crop circles.
Oh,
Medicine and its community will be starting to veer more towards what I call energy healing. My biggest thing is, and it's hard to read my handwriting too, the geological truths will reveal their histories and secrets, long hidden from us as they are now. It will start increasing, as in the Grand Canyon, the oceans, underground, frozen areas. Egypt is not the only important area, which it is important, but we're going to find so many more things, as in the Grand Canyon, many new discoveries with that, which I think is going on now, but it will really increase. And of course, as usual, Greece. It's a big thing, and I can't even see as far as everything, but it just really is. And with all the cosmic, astrological, and energy happenings that are coming up in the next, for sure, through March, big time, transparency in people, places, and things will be revealed and become more obvious and apparent. The light in each of us in humanity has much to do with it, and is a most positive thing as we each discover and develop it. Part of our awakening is in the DNA, which has been said 98% supposedly junk. Not so. So part of our awakening is the DNA awakening within us. In other words, the switches that are flipped off that were labeled junk DNA, they're getting turned and flipped back on. That's all I got.
I love it.
Wow.
I love it. Okay, Angela.
Okay. So bear with me because I have a lot of stuff here. I saw a man looking like Tom Cruise, and then I dig in and realize that it was John A. K. Jr. That's I say it right?
Yeah.
Okay. And I saw a big skeleton afterwards. So that was one day, because the way how I remove you, I take the entire week, because
Mhm.
I get stuff here and there, and that's why I had notes everywhere, people. I asked about it afterwards, and they said it will be light with his case. That was the only thing that I heard. So
Say that again.
light will shine regarding his case. That's all I get.
Okay.
I'm getting chills. I don't know why. Yes.
Okay.
Inside Trump cabinet, there is a person that I'm seeing him behind the president's back having secret meetings with some stuff that is not what he's semblant to be. I'm gonna say a name here, but again, remember these are predictions and we are remote viewing. So let me look into my name here to see if I save it. It's the only person on Trump's cabinet that I saw doing that. His name is Pete Hegseth.
Hegseth.
Hegseth. I look, and that was the only person that I see having secrets behind the president's back. Obviously, when you have secrets, it's nothing good, because otherwise you wouldn't have secrets. Again, just predictions, people. I'm not saying that it's gonna be 100% like that, but that's what I saw. And I don't know anything about anybody that I'm talking about it, because I don't follow news. I don't watch news. I don't watch any other people predicting anything, because I'd rather keep it like this.
Yeah, and I just want to add to that, to vouch for you, that you're actually from the Dominican Republic
Yes.
and you live in Canada. So
Yes.
you wouldn't really know anything about either one of those people that you brought up.
No. I don't even know about Canadian government stuff, because I don't follow that. I don't have time for that, and I don't want to deal with it. Okay. Now, this next one brought me tears, because for me, they are like my people. It's Cuba. Cuba right now is like a pressure cooker that is ready to be explode. The country, I actually see the country having this palpitation, like when you're gonna have a heart attack, let's say, just getting ready to reclaim their freedom, getting ready to claim their everything. And it brought me tears, because what I saw was that the nation don't have anything to fight with, and they're gonna have to use knives to fight, and that was pretty emotional for me. Like
Oh, wow.
they're gonna use
Thank you.
it's hard for me. They're gonna use whatever they have to fight to claim their freedom. That's what I saw, and it was pretty emotional. So I'm gonna say in Spanish, los cubanos, yo los vi a ustedes que van a recuperar su libertad. Desafortunadamente, yo me identifico mucho con los cubanos, porque una de mis madres es cubana, pero los vi a ustedes recuperando su libertad usando cuchillos, lo que fuera que tuvieran para pelear. Pero al final lo van a conseguir. Habrá gente que perderá su vida. So there are gonna be lives that they're gonna be lost, but the country needs it. So that was pretty emotional for me.
Well, we need to be sure to send them protection and energy
Yes.
and love and prayers.
Yes, it was very sad on my heart.
Yeah.
The Statue of Liberty in New York. That's not gonna make it for too long. It's
Meaning,
gonna the thing about what I'm saying is that all these predictions, like I got it all over the place. Some of them could happen. For example, Cuba could happen sooner than later, and JFK Jr. too. But I couldn't pinpoint an exactly day because they're like broad, like it's everywhere. But I do see every one of them.
okay.
So I also
What do you-
saw
hold on, what do you see happening with the Statue of Liberty?
it's gonna be destroyed.
How?
Well, what I'm seeing is I saw New York and water. That's all I can say.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You know,
That's
so
that's what I'm trying to get out of you.
yeah. So I cannot say that it failed. No, it's just
Yeah.
the Ark of San Luis. That's what we saw before, right?
Mhm.
That's gonna disappear because it's supposed to disappear. I think it's already cracked. I saw that before, but anyway. Missy, you talk about 2 earthquakes. This is for Canada. I saw that here in BC and in Washington too.
Mhm.
Very, very clear. Finger crossed because I live in BC, but we are due for that in Washington too. McCartney here in Canada. This year he's gonna be in serious trouble, and I think by what I saw, this year Canada is gonna start having what any other country start having protests to try to knock things down. We are due for that. It's gonna happen this year. So what I mean with that, things are gonna start, which already start protesting, but it's gonna keep escalating. It's gonna keep escalating. We need to free ourselves from so many things that we have here in Canada. I saw USA splitting, like having 2 different countries. Like, okay, we're gonna divide ourselves. I don't understand, but that's what I saw. 2 different countries. You know what I mean, right? I saw temples being bombarded. And when I say temples, they're not Christian temples, they're temples from another religion being bombarded and people really angry at it. Previous time, I saw a lot of Christian churches being attacked, but this time they show me pretty distinctive temples. They have the top golden color and a lot of bombarding to it. Sorry about that. School shootings. Unfortunately, parents keep that in mind. They're gonna keep happening, and the reason that I heard was because the school system is done. The school system is not gonna work anymore because these children that have been born since probably the last 9-10 years, and the ones that they're just being born now, they're not made to keep going to a school system that is way too old. They don't work with that. People are gonna have to homeschool their kids because the kids these days, that's not gonna work. Now, I saw people, and that matched what Missy saw. A lot of people going to places, people that never was interested in going to places like Mount Shasta, Egypt, Grand Canyon, places that are full of energy. They're gonna go there trying to search for something that their soul needs to find.
Hmm.
And it was very distinctive because I saw them going at night. And what happened was when they went there at night, again, I'm getting the chills. Some ETs come out to greet them. And some of those people are gonna get from the ETs some what I call inventions to be made too. Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico has a place in there where people see a lot of UFOs. It's very active. It's close to the public. They're gonna claim that too. They need to get inside there. I don't know how that's gonna happen. I saw that. I don't know the name of the place. I just know it's Puerto Rico. Istanbul and Turkey, it's gonna have a big issue with water. I don't know if it is gonna be a tsunami, if it is gonna be an earthquake that is gonna cause something, but it's gonna have a big issue with the ocean. The Panama Canal, also a big issue with the ocean. Fires all over, fires, a lot of fires everywhere fires. It's gonna increase through the summer. And then at the other side of the world, and the other hemisphere, people who's gonna have winters gonna have very brutal winters. So they need to prepare themselves because of earth changes. Indonesia with a tsunami. That's gonna happen this year. Hopefully not, because obviously I don't want that to happen, but yeah, I saw that. So now let me go back here with some of my notes. Okay. This year, I saw people, important people, suddenly disappear. Oh, where they are? Oh, it's gone. But it's gonna be fake. The reason why I saw that is they're trying to hide from something being exposed. Some truth from them is gonna be exposed and they're gone, disappear. No, it's gonna be fake. Oh, and the people who's gonna homeschooling their kids need to be teach how to grow food, how to live off the grid. 100%. They need to learn that. New inventions by youth people, and they're guided by angels and their star families. That was beautiful to see all over the world. Argentina and weather. The part of Argentina that has these massive glaciers, be ready for it because it's not gonna be easy. Epstein files, the beginning of collapse for some financial institutions, and many other layers of society, like many other layers of society.
Yeah.
The war will shake even more because of the revelations. And more to come. Africa splitting, new land emerge. I saw a new continent. Some other countries are also splitting. And this one is wild. Christmas. Starting this year, people are gonna start not to follow Christmas. People are gonna go more into the truth, no Christmas, because it's just how you say it? It's just a tradition, but it doesn't necessarily have to be truth. I saw
Yeah.
that too.
Yeah.
I'm almost done.
Because it's hijacked.
Yes, it is hijacked. Yes. Here. Greenland. The land will expose important information for humanity this year. Don't ask me what it is, but it's gonna be massive. Can't wait for that. Somebody from United States, I'm almost 100% sure that what I saw is from United States, is gonna get sick and is gonna be on bed for good. But and then I saw somebody from United Nations or from NATO that is gonna go to meet this person in bed for an urgent meeting to change something. I don't know what that is, but that's what I saw. Pyramids, activating something in the planet. the one that we know about it and the ones that we don't know about it, because there is many inside the planet. They're all going to activate massive things. I saw one skeleton being discovered that is gonna shake the world. Others too, but it's one particular one that they show me and keep showing me. This skeleton is an important part of, I don't know if it was because it's a very important person, or I don't know if it is because it's part of human history, but there is one skeleton that is gonna show something. Changes to the economy. I saw a big coin. They showed me a big coin with the dollar symbol, and then after that, they showed me the coin without a dollar symbol. So I don't know if it is that the dollar is gonna collapse or dollar is gonna collapse, but I saw that.
What color was the coin?
Gold.
Yeah.
It's, spiritual coins, we always see like gold.
Well, actually, there is a belief among the Anons that we're going back to the gold-backed dollar.
Oh, well, it was pretty goldy. You wanna know? And big, like, don't miss this. Okay.
Yeah.
Big changes in the royal family. They show me the crown, huge crown, like this is set. King Charles is at the end of his life. But I don't know, I keep seeing, and I see this many times, I see a lady, I don't know if it will be the lady from the next king, wife, I don't know. She's gonna become like Lady D or Mother Teresa for humanity. That was beautiful, but I don't know exactly who that is, but I did see that. She's gonna get so into helping people most of the time.
Huh.
Yeah. Okay, and the last part, I think I mentioned this on the group. I keep seeing all of us at nighttime being shine this beam of light that it has the 7 chakra colors, and they keep doing it. It shines people's head when we are sleeping, and when we wake up, it dim down. But it goes to the other side of the globe where people are sleeping. And what is happening is that enhance our dreams, that enhance our thoughts, that enhance people's creativity. That was very specific. That enhance people connection with their star ancestors, so they receive more downloads to help themselves or to heal themselves and to heal others or to heal humanity or create things. So if you're getting that, start writing things down. And this is the second time that I'm saying this. Write things down, because you don't know what is your role during this time. Also, I see a lot of us, and I see a lot of us because I'm getting that too. The solar flares, they're going to continue through the entire year. And I clearly see all the full moons and new moons this year, they're going to be massive. Also, a big part of the awakening. And that's going to cause people who are, which we all have, big traumas, they are stuck with the traumas, to release the traumas and experience body healing. And if you haven't practiced this, people, let me tell you, at night, close your eyes and focus on your screen. You'll be surprised what you see. Because one thing that I love the most of all of this, I see a massive angelic presence into all of this. They actually show me a door frame with these huge wings. So they are everywhere. And they are also doing that with ETs, the tall whites, that I think they're the Nordics, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Plus other beings like Arcturians, Pleiadians, they are everywhere. Close your eyes at night, put an eye cover, and focus on, and you're gonna see them. So I know I say some things that are not too pleasant, just for you to prepare, but that's what I see.
Okay. Very good. I love that you and Becky and I all three saw the upgrade that's happening for humanity,
Mm-hmm.
the Great Awakening in full swing. Because I saw that too, that consciousness gets a major upgrade,
Mm-hmm.
and that it's because the DNA comes online, and that's all because of the solar flares and all of the different alignments and everything that are going to be happening. I was also told that the divide has already happened, that the shift is almost complete. Timelines have been decided.
Yep.
Some are going to reap the rewards of that, while others have to face their karma, which is very similar to what you were just saying about how we all have to face those inner demons or those things, that those deep traumas that we have refused to look at and heal. So I feel like that's something that's really big that's going to happen this year. I saw several specific earth changes myself. I saw a great hall of records being revealed to the public this year.
Okay, hold it.
Yeah. And I don't know if that's going to be the one in Egypt or not. I just know that it's going to be a great hall of records. I saw Greenland and Iceland being very warm temperatures, where there is lush land growing there again. That they're going to have a major ice melt, and that people that were used to warmer temperatures are going to have, like you said, you saw, Angela, a very rough winter, because I think it's showing me there's a pole shift
Mm-hmm.
that is occurring.
Makes sense. Mm-hmm.
I saw Indonesia and Japan both having a large earthquake. So again, that's several of us that saw earthquakes and specific locations. I saw that the tsunami would come from the West Coast to North America and part of Canada because of Japan's earthquake.
Oh.
And then I was also shown a tsunami that will hit the east coast of North America because of some type of land movement that happens to the east. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
I also saw major movement underneath of the Great Lakes that will affect Canada and North America. And I wonder, Angela, if you seeing America in looking like two different countries, if that doesn't have something to do with these earth changes that happen. Because I was shown a vision years ago, and Edgar Casey was also shown a vision of the New Madrid, the Great Lakes spilling into the Mississippi, and the New Madrid being active again, the New Madrid fault line, and literally ripping the United States in half.
No.
So I pray that doesn't happen, but that may be connected.
Okay, I didn't know about that just because just now that you mentioned that.
Yeah. I also saw that the stuff with Epstein's list and the information about Epstein coming out, that people are going to learn that he wasn't just making designer babies, but that he was making alien babies, something to do with ET genetics. And then I was shown Betty and Barney Hill. So something fishy there, because I was shown that the famous case of Betty and Barney Hill was not true ET abductions, that this was something the Germans were doing to make babies. And that Epstein is carrying that out. He was carrying that out. He had continued that work. Then I was shown full disclosure on ET that would be like right in our face. I saw it coming out through the states to where the federal government can't stop it. but also I think it's going to be from some big sighting that we're all going to witness as well, that they just can't cover it up. And then I heard dark to light. Now, dark to light brings me to another thing that connects with what Angela saw, and I'll get to that in a moment. I saw a harsh winter also coming for Australia and New Zealand, and much warmer weather than expected for North America and Canada than they are used to by spring. Let me make sure I got all this. I saw new creative community alliances happening, forming new groups and new ways of doing things. And I also saw arrests, a lot of arrests happening due to cover-ups, but it was going to be connected to the ET stuff. So I wonder if that has anything to do with this Epstein thing that I saw with making babies that have alien genetics in them. It might be connected. Now, you mentioned seeing a lady in charge of the royal family.
Yeah.
And I can't help but wonder if we're not going to learn that Princess Diana did not actually die.
No,
and that she's been in witness protection all of this time. Because you, of all people who know nothing about JFK Jr., also saw JFK Jr.
Yeah.
And you were shown a skeleton. And then you also said that some skeleton was going to be revealed about some big important person. Well, us Anons believe that JFK Jr. is very much alive and that he too has been in witness protection all this time until they were in a position to be able to take out the really bad people that were behind his father's unaliving and different things. And ironically, with you being shown a skeleton face, us Anons, back to that again, we have a skeleton face that's called the Punisher. And that is
never heard about that one.
That is Q's symbolism, is the Punisher. And it says, we bring the pain dark to light. So I wonder if we're not going to actually see some type of evidence that JFK Jr. is in fact still alive sometime this year, and Princess Diana. So big revelation there. And honestly, if anybody else other than you would have seen that, I'd have been like, well, maybe that's wishful thinking on our part, because all of us kind of know something about that. But I know that you have no clue. You don't know anything about any of that.
No, I don't.
So you're actually the perfect person to have seen that, so that nobody can say, oh, well, but they're Anons or they followed the Q stuff or whatever, because you don't know anything about any of it.
No, I know who is Lady D, because when she died, we don't have phones or anything like that. But I kind of like the work that she did with people. Like I identified.
She was beautiful. She was like the world's princess. And you even said maybe that she's going to be like Lady D. So I'm wondering, when you saw all of this, did you actually see her? And that's why you connected the two?
No, they showed me this lady, but I heard that it's related somehow to the royal family, but it like just now make more sense to me, to be honest. I'm just saying what I'm seeing. Most of the time I get visions, right? And I get these downloads. Okay, this is like with JFK Jr. I had to ask you, who is this person? I don't have any clue. Looks like Tom Cruise and has the. But I keep seeing her, and it was beautiful because I see her with kids, with babies, and it made me feel like this tender heart, that goes out there. But now that
like
you
Princess
said that,
Diana.
like Princess Diana, yes, because she had that tender heart. But
Yeah.
now that you said that, so they show me that big skeleton, but they also show me their wheel on other skeletons. There is also more people out there that you and we know. Oh, he died by an overdose, but it was in a very shady way.
Yeah.
Maybe those are the ones.
Yes. Because I personally, the stuff that I follow in the Anon things, the research, I feel like there's probably several that are in witness
Mhm.
protection that we think are dead that are going to come out and reveal that they're not dead because it's time to put those people away and make those arrests happen.
Well, that would be beautiful.
That would be so beautiful. So
Yes.
I am really, really excited that you saw that. Oh, and while we're talking about people, I did forget to mention, I don't know how many people know who Nick Pope is, but
Yes.
he's pretty big in the UFO field, and he recently made an announcement that he has stage 4 cancer, and he has, I don't know how long he thought he had to live yet, but he pretty much has given up on that, and I'm really sorry for him that he has just decided to make peace with that. But I do see him dying very quickly instead of later on. So I saw that as well. I just wanted to add that in. And that really breaks my heart because he's been a huge part of bringing out the truths on the UFOs and the alien interaction. And I will be very sad to see him go. And I'm very sad that he's just given up on trying to fight it. So I just want to add that too. Becky, do you remember, is Nick Pope, is he the one that was part of the Canada's
Yes,
Ministry of Defense?
I believe he was, because that's one thing I have seen a lot of, and I was very distressed to hear that. But
Yeah.
that he is Canadian, I believe.
Yeah, he was former Ministry of Defense or something.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just
don't
didn't
know
want
who that is.
to misspeak on that.
I believe you're correct. That's what I understand.
Okay. So, and also just another thing that Angela kept seeing a bunch of angels and stuff
Oh, yeah.
protecting everybody, which I fully believe is going on. Are any of you familiar with a, a, a type of people called the wing makers?
Mm-mm.
Never
Wing
heard that before.
makers?
No.
The Anasazi people in Chaco Canyon in New Mexico, they have some really great artifacts there that are allegedly left behind by the wing makers, who are a type of time traveler, if you will, from the future. And they sort of have the same theme that I have, where except they came back 750 years into the past and left information for people that would be here right now that would help make the great awakening happen. And from what I've been able to not remote view but psychically connect with, I keep getting shown that they're angels.
Oh, because I see them every night.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
very interesting on that. And I'm actually going to do a whole piece on that because I really want to know more about the wing makers. After I learned about them, I was like, what? That is so my story. Like, I know that I came here for this great awakening, and there were people 750 years ago that were buried in time capsules. What? So
Yep.
totally cool. Totally cool.
Um,
Maybe a little off subject, but very cool.
I forgot 2 other things.
Okay.
One of them, the Pope again. Pope is ready. He did all his prayers that I saw last time we did this and all his things, he's ready to reveal when the time comes about the disclosure. Some of the stuff that he might say might shock a lot of people. But yeah, he's gonna be one of them. And another thing that I saw was actually native people all around the world, all over the world, because many of them knows about all the portals that they are on Earth. And I saw many of them going to those portals to communicate, but they haven't been able to reveal because humanity wasn't ready for that, and they don't want people to go there to do something that they're not supposed to do that is not good. Well, some of them this time they're gonna give some access to those places so people can go there and connect, the ones that truly wants to do it.
And see, that's another connection with Chaco Canyon in New Mexico because
Yes.
it has a portal.
Yes.
It has a portal.
Mm-hmm.
And there's even like pictographs and symbolism there
Mm-hmm.
that they intentionally put in place for when people are there, they'll feel the energy and the message that's in the symbolism, right? And I
Mm-hmm.
even said to Missy, like, I gotta go to New Mexico.
Yes.
You know, I gotta go.
Yep.
I don't know how I'm getting there, but I gotta go.
And today I researched because I'm feeling so drawn to go to Mount Baker. I can see Mount Baker just walking outside a little bit. And it's one of the places of the United States that is massively active with UFOs. Massively
Really?
active. Oh, yeah. Look it
Where's
up.
it at?
It's in Washington. It's gorgeous, but
Really?
yes, that mountain, when I walk outside, if I go shopping 5 minutes from here, it has this magnetic presence to it, very similar to Mount Shasta. Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
I'll share with you something later. Yeah,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
found that today.
Interesting. All right. Becky, what do you think about all this?
Well, now, this may sound crazy to some people. If it does, whatever, because as different ones of you guys have spoken, not riding anyone's coattails at all, but all of a sudden I start getting pictures and information from just saying something. And
Yep.
basically what it's like is like you're watching a documentary, and let's say it's on the Grand Canyon. Well,
Yes.
it's just stating facts as they know it or what they're willing to tell about it. And then all of a sudden you get all these pictures and all this other stuff to go with it. That's basically what it's like. So it's not taking anything from anyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I totally agree. That happens.
Okay. So when you talked, Kelly, about the split has already happened and about where there's the going and then the others that with the karma and the darkness. We must deal with and accept our darkness to have our light. It takes both of those things for us to be. It takes our darkness and it does take our light to be who and what we are, because we're both. So anyway, on the Statue of Liberty, the minute Angela said the Statue of Liberty before she said anything else, I saw it either being dismantled or coming down. I don't understand it and I don't know, but that's what I saw. And then as Angela talked, it was like, okay, then I'm not totally off on that one.
That's why I wanted her to give specifics.
Well, and on Angela, you talked about 2 different times on a skeleton thing. Was there one time you did state there would be a skeleton found, correct? That would show.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
On that DNA that's never, which kind of goes along with what you said, but definite DNA that's never been found, understood, etc., and a new blood group will be discovered. I say this because 6 years ago, I was told that there would be a new blood group discovered, and it's not the ABO and it's not the RH0.
Becky.
And there's lots of whispers everywhere about, oh, well, now there's, well,
Becky.
Until such time, but
I think they already discovered that.
Well,
they have a few of them actually.
This is that because we literally have hybrids walking this planet now. Whether anyone
Yeah.
wants to
Yes.
understand, believe, accept it, there are
Yeah.
hybrids walking this planet, just like we have extraterrestrials walking this planet.
Mm-hmm.
I could say more about it, but that's not what this is about.
Right. And
But,
part of that may actually prove to be because of things that Epstein and others were doing, you
right.
know,
Wow.
making
So
their own
I'm just
hybrids.
saying that it will, you know what I'm saying now, how soon
Yeah.
we're privy to it, because once it's found, it depends on who finds it, discovers it, shares it, etc. But I was told before I even knew any of you guys or this group, like
Yeah.
for sure 6 years ago, that there would be a new blood group, and it's not ABO, and it's not the RH null, which is the golden
No.
blood. It's not any of those.
Actually, if you were to Google that right now, you would probably find information on, they have like 3 or 4 other blood groups now, currently,
Oh.
that they have found. One of them is called E, like egg. E is an egg.
Mhm.
But
I
they
just
won't
saw the
explain.
title.
They won't explain where they've come from.
Yeah.
Because actually that's just come out like in the past few years, just since we had COVID. And when I first read the article, I actually wondered if it was the RNA in the jab that was,
Oh.
you know what I mean,
Oh, yes. That,
rewriting their
yeah.
code. Yeah. So I don't know how it came about, and that's just, I'm just guessing. I don't have any proof of that. But
Well,
there are other blood groups already being found just in the past couple of years.
Wow.
I just know this particular one, and it wasn't named to me at all. And I did ask, you know what I'm saying? I asked for more information, and I don't always get it, but it has to do with hybrids. So I don't know. But of course, when you start talking about the injecting things, well, sometimes
Right.
that changes us in many ways, and hybrids
Yeah.
can mean a lot of things, but I think basically
Mhm.
they were talking about the ET and the human race mixture. So again,
Right.
that's just my understanding.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at all if we learned that we have more than one type of hybrid being,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Oh, yeah.
from
100%.
various different
Mm-hmm.
methods. Yeah. Missy,
Well,
what are your thoughts? Oh, I'm sorry, Becky, go ahead.
oh no, that's okay. I need to not say it. I'm sorry.
Okay. Missy,
God
what are
love
your
it.
thoughts on all this?
I don't know. I just I say this every time, and I think it's amazing how we all do it differently, and we all come up with a lot of the same stuff. So
Yeah.
there's definitely something to us doing this. It is real, and I don't know. I think we all get more and more each time we do it. We get better and better, and it's kind of scary that you can like see into the future, you know, and see things that may happen. You know, some of the things you don't want it to really happen. You want to be wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but I think it's neat that you can do that, so you can at least somewhere in your mind kind of prepare a little bit and tell people. I mean, they may look at you like you're kooky and all that kind of stuff, but at least you did what you could do to help. So I think that's really all that matters. And I don't know. I just love being part of this group, and I'm very thankful for you ladies.
I'm
It's
thankful for you too.
amazing.
What
It's
you just said
amazing.
proves that we're not separate, and we never were. We're all a part of each other. That's what works.
Yep, I agree with that.
100%.
Oh, I love our family. I'm just gonna gush. Yeah, I really love what we're doing. I think it's amazing. And I agree with Missy. These earth changes and seeing into the future like that, it doesn't feel so good to know, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But with that being said, I mean, you all know who I am, and I'm a firm believer that if we all focus, we can at least lessen the effects of these terrible things, including like for the people of Cuba, right? We need to focus and help them through this and see them getting through it more peacefully and with as little loss of life as possible, you know, and earth changes included. We have very definite things going on our planet that are changing all of
Mhm.
us, and we're all in this together. And you know, nobody's going to get out of it. We can't just go hide somewhere and pretend like it isn't happening, because we're all going to feel the effects of it on some level.
Mhm.
Um, and with us being empaths, you know, we're going to feel it for other people. So we have to be mentally and spiritually prepared for that as well, you know. So big changes coming for sure. I mean, I've known my whole life that they were coming, but it still doesn't make it any easier. I don't think it
Mhm.
matters, you know, how long you've had time to reckon with it. Um, it
Yeah.
feels a little daunting, and I don't want it to feel that way for anyone, you know. I want us to all be as best prepared as possible, mentally, physically, spiritually, you know, and to get through this together. And perhaps this is part of why we all feel like we're going to be forming these communities and these new ways of doing things, new ways of teaching the children and in school, you know, all of that stuff, because we need to start getting some level of that put together prior to any type of massive changes. And then we definitely need to hit the ground running afterwards to start forming community and helping others and, you know, doing our humanitarian effort best we can. And all in all, I feel like it's going to be a good year, even though it's going to be a lot of changes.
Mm.
Some of it is going to be a little bumpy. I still feel like the majority of us are going to fare well. It's not like we're seeing ultimate cataclysm to where it's going to be massive loss of life worldwide and all of that kind of stuff. So I think that was what I was being shown with the divide has happened, the timeline has been chosen, you know, that we don't have to fear that so much, not for ourselves anyway, but perhaps still be concerned for others, you know, because some are going to, even if it's not a physical earth change type of event, a lot of things are going to feel cataclysmic to people this year. They're going to be earth shaking, you know, whether
Oh
the
yeah.
earth is really shaking or not. So we need to be able to hold space for those people and help them through this.
It's gonna be crazy in a way, but we need it. Like we need and just so you know, another thing that people I saw, I think it was yesterday, a lot of truth coming out regarding vaccines through the history and what vaccines do to people,
Yeah.
unfortunately, but it needs to come out. And I think a lot of
Yes.
people are ready to raise a voice regarding that because they have been done so much damage to humanity
Yeah.
regarding that. But
Yeah. I
yeah,
agree. I agree 100%. It is something that needs to come out so that people can understand and be better educated and better informed so that they can make better decisions for themselves and their family.
yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
especially with the most recent um, vaccine
Why?
rollout,
Ah.
because there's already stuff coming out to show how
Mm-hmm.
greatly detrimental it has been to people's
Mm-hmm.
health. And those people are, I'm deeply concerned for anyone who thought they were doing the right thing and, you know, stood in line and took that. I feel really deeply sorry for them and
Yeah.
all of the fallout that they've had to deal with since then, you know.
As well as the ones it was their job or
Right.
not, and
Ay,
they've
ay,
gone to
ay.
school years and years and years to be whatever degree that they were. And then
Mhm.
all of a sudden it's your job or not, and you're sitting here with your career. So, you know,
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people's jobs and livelihood was threatened, um, which is a horrible atrocity to humanity. So Yeah, I hope we see lots of arrests and lots of ways to help undo what's been done, you know, to help people to be more healthy and get through this. Definitely. All right, guys. I want to leave on a happy note. So I'm going to say focus on the positive and focus on all of the beautiful upgrades of DNA and awakening consciousness that's befalling us right now as we speak and will continue throughout the year. And tune in again next Sunday for more Beyond the Veil.